welcome or welcome back, my friends. Thanks for stopping by. Yep, you see all these containers right here. And then right here, there's some bags. And then this thing's back here. It is the 15th of November and my final craft show. It's an actual craft show. It's not just a market this time. Is 2 days. It's on November 29th and 30th of this month. And I need to go over inventory. I know that I'm behind on inventory, but I also have let's see, there's 2 containers right here. Yeah, this little white basket, these 2 right here, those are full of whips. These are complete, as in new complete ones that I haven't tagged yet, but all of these I need to go through, and this one right here, and then this one back here, I need to go through, update my inventory to see what I've got, and oh my god, I am so stressed out about it. Like, I know I have a couple grand, I believe, but it's a 2-day craft show, so people that are going to this are going like for craft stuff, specifically, handmade stuff, and I really wanted like 3 to 4 grand, but I don't think that I'm anywhere close, and since I've only got less than 2 weeks now to prepare, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I mean, I'm gonna get really close. I'm hoping for 2,500. That's what I'm hoping. And even like some of these though, like, okay, so right there's a Halloween spider right there where my thumb's at. I don't think I'm gonna take that. Maybe I will. I don't know yet. I need to go for everything that I want to take and then like put certain things to the side and then just kind of see where I'm at there. So if I need to, you know, maybe put some filler in, some filler items in, maybe I'll take those in. I'm just really not sure at the moment, so I'm pretty stressed out. So I'm going to go over all of my inventory, get that updated, see where I'm at, and then tag the new items and start to work on the whips that I've got, and we shall go from there. And yeah, I'm just going on hoping to prayer at the moment because I am not feeling too confident about it. And then I just got something random on YouTube playing in the background, so that is what I'm about to be doing, and I figured I would like time-lapse it or something because why not, right? So let's get after going over the current inventory that I've got and re-tagging anything that I may need to, because like, okay, this top one right there, somewhere over in here, chickens just do not sell for me, so I'm going to discount those. I had them at like $8 to start with, then I had them at $6, then I put them in mystery boxes, which that sold quite a few of them at my peanut festival thing. I brought 24 mystery boxes that had 10 chickens in it, and the others were cats or whatever. All but 3 sold, and the last 3 were chickens, of course. So chickens just really don't sell for me. I'm going to discount those out for $4 and call it good, because I am really tired of looking at them. So I need to do that. And then like a year or so ago, can you see these white things right here? Yeah, those are snowball packs. I just did some snowball packs. I thought that those might be fun for little kids. Would I sell them for like $1 or $2? Not a single one went. So I'm going to pick a total, maybe $35 or something like that, maybe $25. If you spend $25 or something, you get a free snowball pack. Because last year, I meant to donate them to my best friend's church, and both of us completely forget. We make a lot of great ideas, or a lot of great plans. You know, we have a lot of good ideas. We make plans, and both of us completely forget. Like literally last night, we were texting about going to an event coming up on the 22nd of November. If you've never seen it, it's at the Gaylord Texan in Texas. And it's this big ice event where people from overseas come over and make these huge ice sculptures. And it's beautiful. And this year, I think they have a theme every year. I think it's Elf, the movie Elf, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. But anyway, I'll put up pictures and stuff right here for you. But we made plans to go next Saturday, actually. Yeah, so it's next Saturday on the 22nd. And I said, yeah, I'm going to buy my tickets tonight, being yesterday night. That way, you know, could get it out the way. She texted me just a little bit ago, probably 15 minutes ago, and said, oh, well, do you want me to buy them all at once? I completely forgot. So I'm like, please just buy me 2 tickets and then I'll pay you back, because good grief, one of us is always forgetting. There's just so much going on. So anyway, I just said a whole bunch of stuff in 5 minutes. I think that might be one of the longest clips that I've ever recorded straight. So you're welcome if you enjoy that. Me flapping my jaws. But anyway, so I'm going to see right now what do I actually have ready to take with me, and then get to working on the whips. And right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to include this, like if this is going to be its own video, or am I gonna do it like an entire craft event recap? You know, like this is the beginning, this end. I don't know. So we'll figure it out together. And I'm sure you can probably already tell by either the the thumbnail of the video or the length of the video, depending on what it turns out to be. So anyway, all right, let me stop yapping. I am clearly putting this off. Oh my God, this is gonna take at least an hour and a half, maybe less, maybe less. We'll see. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how everything turned out. When I just went over everything that was already existing that I didn't need to add in here necessarily, that came out to $2,808. So that's way more than I thought I had. But what I'm most concerned about, I think, is that I only have 29 minis, and that's really not a lot at all, clearly. And there's a few other things that I'm like, ooh, that I think would be bigger sellers at this time. You know, even though it is a craft fair, or it's a craft show, I don't know how it's gonna do as far as selling bigger items go. So I really want to focus on anything from like $5 to $20, you know, in that kind of range. So I need to get making stuff, but I do have some whips, so I'll show you that here in just a second. But before we get to the whips, I wanted to show you a few things that are also done. I just hadn't had them in my file and everything over here, my inventory list, because they were brand new. So first is 2 little patterns from Crochet by Jenna's book. That's No-So, right? Or Lo-So, something like that. But I made the little giraffe and the fox. These are very cute. They're smaller than I was hoping for, but also I was using Big Twist Posh, so that kind of makes sense. I'm going to be selling both of these for $15. So like I said, we started with $2,808 for everything that I'd already had, not anything new. So let me go ahead and add these real quick, and then we'll come up with the total that I have. I only have a couple items to show you. So there was those 2. And then this pretty rainbow acrylic jellyfish. I absolutely love this thing. And I've got 25 on it, which I think is more than fair. This thing, and it's a good size too. Like, look at this. Oh my God. So happy. So pretty. 25 on this. So let me put that on there. Okay. And then the second to last thing that I've finished to take to this craft fair, I have the If You Give a Mouse a Cookie book and actual mouse combo, and I did embroider the eyes. It's really hard to see the white. There, you can kind of see it right there, the little twinkle. But yeah, here is this combo, and why I chose to not do like the brown, who knows, but you know what? That's neither here nor there. I really wanted to use this Bernat frosting color for this, so this little duo right here is going to be what I put 35 on it. And you know, if it doesn't sell, I have a brand new baby cousin that was born, 3 months? Oh my God, 3 months. Is she already 3 months? Wow, that's, time is such a theft. But anyway, so she's brand new to this world. It's going to be her first Christmas. So if this doesn't sell, then this is going to be a little Christmas gift for her. Okay, so let me put that in here, 35. Okay, so now with those 4 items in here, we're at $2,898. Okay. That's a lot better than what I thought, but again, I want more smaller items, and so we'll go over the whips here in just a second. But I have one more final make that I want to show you that's already spoken for. We're dealing with everything on Etsy to get it shipped out to her, but she said, can you make, and thank you so much for this, because I have been wanting to make one of these, Jessica. Thank you again so much. You're amazing. You're a sweetheart. And this is just the funniest thing. She said she was hoping to have a fat, like obese raccoon for her daughter, because her daughter loves raccoons. I was like, that is the funniest thing that I've heard in a long time as far as crochet goes. And yes, I have to make it. So I found this pattern, and honestly, with how this turned out, I want to make another one for sure. Maybe in Big Twist Posh to make it a little bit smaller, but honestly, I'm liking this size. Okay. Are you kidding me? This thing is massive. Look how cute he is. Such a big chunk. Oh my God. He weighs, it's over a pound, but I can't remember what it was. I need to do that again. But yeah, so this is actually going to be, it's already spoken for, this chunky fat raccoon. Already spoken for, gonna be going to its new home this next week, and oh my God, this is just the funniest thing. So if I have more, this is all made out of Big Twist plush, but I'm not sure. I think this might have been my last skein of the gray of this, so I don't know. I'm sure I have more gray somewhere, but oh my God, this is just I was like, this is hilarious. I wanted it to be big, but I didn't realize it was going to be this big. So I hope your daughter loves it. And this is hilarious. Look at this tail. Oh my God, it's so cute. Love. So that is the last thing that is newer that I've finished. So now let's go over the whip stuff. I'm gonna put this up and then we'll go over the whips and see what that looks like. Give me just a second. Okay, so to start, I already had these 4 kittens done. I've decided I am going to put them in mystery boxes for $10. So there's 4 done. I just need to actually, you know, put them in the mystery box. And then I have, let's see, as far as whips for the kittens go, here's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So one, it's going to be this one, this color, this light speckly color, and then this brown variegated color. What color was that? Oh, it's this one. Yeah. So there's 3 that I need to finish, and I'm putting them all into like a big tote now just to kind of consolidate. I kind of had them in multiple containers for some reason. But anyway, so that's, what was that? That was 3 and 4 of black and white, 5, 6, and is that it? 6, 7? 7. So 7 cats that I need to finish. And that'll be 11 total cats for mystery boxes, which is not enough or a lot, but that'll probably be okay. At $10, I mean, that's fine. I have this cow. This is from the Cozy Buckeye. Yeah, her Cash the Market cow. I've only got 1 so far. I think I might try to make another one, but for right now, it's just this solo guy. And then next, actually, this one is already spoken for. It is going to be a Stitch. Yeah, this is from Crochet Grove, but I'm waiting for the blue felt for the nose. So I've already got the eyes done and cut out and everything and shaped. I just need the nose, and I want to put the nose on first before I put the eyes on, just to make sure it's aligned, because it looks really, really crooked in camera, but in person it looks okay, except for like the ears and everything look much better in person. But this is definitely off center, which it looks that way in the pattern too. And then also the tail, the bauble is over here instead of over here, but it's way too late at this point, clearly. And I noticed it, but I was like, trust the process. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, you gotta stick with your gut. But anyway, so this is basically done and already spoken for sure, as soon as I get the blue felt for the nose. So here's this guy. Next, I'm gonna be making, I think it's 3 sunflower turtles. So I need to make the 3 shells, and then I was gonna use this baby pale pretty butter yellow for the flower. And the colors that I'm gonna be doing are a blue, a pink, and then just a neutral tan. So yeah, that's only 3, right? I'm only doing 3? Yes, only doing 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flippers in the head for the pink, making sure I have everything. The body for the blue one, yep, 4 flippers in the head for the blue, and then for the neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the neutral. Okay, so we have all the parts other than the shells, so that'll be easy enough. Those are really, really quick to put together. Next, I only have 1 rubber duck. How many rubber ducks do I have? I do not have many. I have 3 rubber ducks that I counted for, and this is 4. So I need to make, I mean, at least 6 more to make 10. But anyway, that's 1. Like I'm saying, like the smaller stuff, I've just completely run out and I haven't had a chance to restock yet. For minis, the little chickies with hats. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in this bag, and I think that's it. So, okay, cool. Now, for these, I don't know that I'm going to finish this. I might finish this one right here since it's a bunch of different colors, but these are potted plants, and I don't know, it took me forever to sell the other one that I had, which I thought it was pretty. It was a yellow rose in a kind of a peach. Is it this color? Is like this peach color of pot, and then it was just a yellow rose, but it took forever to sell. So I may frog these 3 for something else and keep this one and finish this one. I don't know yet, but anyway, there's 4 pots for potted flowers if I do decide to finish them. Oh. Found another hat for a little mini chickie with hat. And then I only have 2 Pokemon left, a little chunky one. I have the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur. So I want to make 3 more Pikachus, 3 more Gengars, and then I was hoping for at least 2, maybe 3 more of the Eevees, but I've only got 1 body made so far. So that is the end of this container, and I have one container left of whips. So let me show you those real quick. And so for the last container of whips, I'm fairly certain it's only anchors in here, and I think I've got 4. So I have this Big Twist Posh and this peach and this hot pink. Actually, this neon pink right here, this is Naughty Ball. This is one of the neons that she had. So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so I've got all 8 of the legs for this one, and I've got the underside, the underbelly, but I don't have the head portion yet, the like top part. So I do need to finish that, but at least I've got all the legs and the under portion. And then I'm also going to be making one in this color. Look at the neon green right here is also Naughty Ball, but this is Big Twist Posh. So I've only got one leg complete. I do have the other 7 middles right here with the baubles done, but I don't have the back done. And of course the back head portion, but here's the underside belly. So that's the second one. And those are the only 2 like in Posh. Sorry about the sun. Is this? No. Okay. I'm almost done. Sorry. And then I've got 2 others that are big blanket ones. So it is going to be this for one of them. Look how pretty that is. The pastel. And then the underside right here, hopefully you can see, yeah, you can kind of see some of the sparkles. So it's going to be the sparkly white from Bernat. And I cannot remember where this pastel rainbow came from. But anyway, got the head for this one. Oops. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. So I got all the legs done for that one. And then for the last one that I'm doing it in this Big Twist Plush, the variegated, the spa variegated. I love it. It's the last that I had of it. And actually I started on it. I think I was through like 3 or 4 legs. And I was like, okay, I have one more skein. And that's about as much as it took. Like one skein, whatever, took or made 3 to 4 legs. Well, okay, I need 8. So then I'm getting through to the second one. I'm like, surely I have a third skein, right? I could not find one. I dug through everything and I finally found one more. So the very, very last skein of this, the Big Twist Plush Variegated, is going to be finishing up this last anchor. So whoever gets this, know that I'm sad I don't have any more of this, but it is beautiful. So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 legs. The underbelly portion, this is the underbelly for the rainbow one, and the top part of the head. So they are basically done. I just need to put them together, and that is everything that I've got. So today is the 15th. It is 4:10 p.m. It's a Saturday. Yeah, so for the rest of the evening today, sorry about the sun. Hey, hello? Okay, that'll work for a minute. I'm just gonna sit on my head. But yeah, so for the rest of the evening, I'm gonna be working on whips as much as possible. I think I wanna do the anchors first because I feel like they're not easiest, but they're gonna be like done in one motion basically, except for sewing the top part of the head on there. But the mini things, it's just some of the minis, I just drive me nuts on making them. It's so repetitive and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, such is the life of a craft event goer. So yeah, so right now we're at $2,898. So before the craft event, I hope to show you all of this complete, maybe a little bit more, we'll see. Come back to tell you how much I actually finished, and will be taking with me to my final craft show of 2025 and move right along with this video. So, all right, can you see me? All right, see you in a few. Y'all, today is really, really trying me. It's like everything that I'm doing right now, something is going wrong. So I'll tell you what I am doing. I'm doing a mock setup because my goofy self completely forgot that the space is actually an 8x8, not a 10x10 at all. Haven't done an 8x8 before. So I went to Target like 2 days ago. So today is the 21st. I've got a whole week, it's fine, but I need to get it done today because I have stuff that I want to finish. And then I have plans tomorrow. And then Sunday, just want to try to relax and record other stuff and blah, 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 right? So I need to get it done today. And it's fine. It's only 10 a.m. So I've got plenty of time. But for some reason today, everything is just like really, really trying me. And I'm like, what is going on? To start with, I could not find, excuse me. I couldn't find my blanket rack. I don't know what was going on, but I could not find my blanket rack. So I went down to my dang storage unit. It's in there. I don't remember putting that in there. And also recently, in a different video, you'll see a different vlog, I have misplaced my Christmas tree somehow. We had a garage sale that I sold 2 of them at, like a sparkly rose gold one that I had at my apartment years ago, and then I had a big white flocked one, but I didn't want to deal with that thing anymore. It was gorgeous. I loved it so much. It was my favorite tree that I've ever done, even still to this day. But the crap just gets everywhere. And with Willis, you know, at the time when I had it in my apartment, I didn't have Willis. And I'm like, I'm not doing that, for 1, because it makes a mess, but 2, Willis. I don't want him eating whatever the heck asbestos coated material that crap is. So I just got a regular green tree, and I have no clue what happened to it. I don't have any clue. So I had to go get another Christmas tree the other day. And so I was like, what is going on with the last couple of days? So I took off yesterday too, the 20th. And I'm like, what is happening? And so today I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'll do a mock setup and I'll show you my living room here in a second. It is a nightmare because I've already got most of it set up. And I was going to show the process of me setting it all up. But again, challenges. So the blanket rack wasn't here. It was at my storage unit. Had to go get that. The stupid grid walls. I cannot stand these grid walls, and actually my boyfriend hates them even more. I do like them, okay, but they are just so difficult. The legs on them, the feet on them or whatever, are just so difficult sometimes to maneuver. It just drives me nuts. And then a few other challenges, we'll get into it. But anyway, I'm like, what is going on today? What is going on this morning? And I'm not a morning person either, so it's like, but okay, before I show you the setup that is my living room right now, and it is a nightmare. I have basically almost finished every single thing that was in my whip. Hey, laptop, be quiet. I am talking. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry. I've basically almost finished every whip that I showed you, which is wonderful news because as soon as I get this done and organized, oh, I had to organize too. That was part of it because from Peanut Festival that I did, I had not gone over my my container that had all of my stuff in it. So like my bags, my cards, the zip ties, the shower curtain hangers, the display like little basket things for my table. None of that had been touched since Peanut Festival, which was at the end of October. So it's the 21st now. Okay, so I went through that earlier. I'm like, okay, we're just going to slowly clean all this out and just get it somewhat set up. So that is why I didn't record any of that, because it just, oh man, and everything was just a nightmare. Anyway, I have almost finished every single whip that I had and that I showed you, except for the 2 Posh anchors. I'm almost done with those. The legs, I have 1 green leg left to do. The body of the pink one is done, so really I just need to assemble it, put eyes. I need to build up the green one, but really outside of those 2 and the one singular rubber duck that I had, everything else I'm pretty sure is done. And the flower pots that I mentioned that I was like, I don't know, they're no mas. They are not scrapped, frogged. Frog, because I'm like, I could not be bothered to do it. It took everything I had in me to finish the Chonkymon. So if I ever mention that I want to batch make a bunch of Chonkymon again, please, somebody just slap the crap out of me, because I am not doing that again. I love them. They sell. They're cute. Okay, so maybe I'll do like a set for me, because I was a Pokemon kid-ish. Like the first gen, you know, nothing crazy like that. But the first few I really liked, so maybe I'll make me some in like blanket yarn. But as far as for market events and stuff like that, not happening. It took everything I had to finish those, and they were not quick, but they were easy because they're this freaking big. But I just could not. I was like, get these done. So I need to finish tagging these because I want to do my mock setup. and make sure everything's aligned. And now knowing that this is a 8x8 space, I don't think I'm gonna be able to bring everything that I was wanting to, which that's fine. The less that I have to worry about, the better, especially since at the moment it's just gonna be me going, and that's fine. But yeah, if the less I have to bring, the better. And I can always, it's a 2-day, so I can always bring it the second day, but I really need to do a mock setup just to see what I'm working with. And yeah, so let's go over everything that I have finished, because I need to tag them, get them in my inventory. I have my laptop right here, and I have my little tags, and oh God, that was a pin. We do not want these little pins, these little rose gold pins anywhere that Willis can get his little paws on. And then all my tags. Yeah, I'm a big stickler for Willis. Like, I make sure everything is in a container of some sort, and all of the cables around my house have the PET, it's like PVC clear tubing stuff for that you wrap around cables and stuff. I'm not taking a chance with him. That's my baby, and I've spent way too much time, love, energy, you know, all the stuff to protect him. I'm not letting anything slip by when it comes to my baby. So let's go ahead. First off, anchor. Oh my God, the lighting. See, I told y'all everything today is just, let me see if I can do something about that. Hang on. I just realized I've been yapping for like 7 minutes straight. My bad. Okay, so I think this might be a little bit better. Woo, we're looking gorgeous. All right. So first is this anchor, the big anchor, the blue one. Very nice. He is complete. And I put glitter disc eyes, some little silver ones. I haven't used silver yet, so I thought that was pretty and complimentary, because I was wanting mint, but I don't have any mint colors or anything like that to put on him. So there's that. So he will be, what do I have the anchors at? 75 each, I believe. So yeah, I'll do that. And let me get the other anchor out, and I'll go ahead and put both of their tags on at the same time. So here's the pastel one. It's so pretty. What color did I get? Yeah, a really light pink glitter disc eye for this one. Very fun, very cute. And then, yeah, the tentacles were a sparkly, yeah, you can kind of see it. A little sparkly white, cute, cute. All right, let me tag these and then we'll move on. Okay, I kind of worked ahead a little bit. I made this blanket shark. I've been making these. This is Teresa's Crochet Shop. It's crazy that there's some pattern designers that I can remember for some reason. Like the anchors, I couldn't tell you who made that, even though I've made that pattern for, I've made like 10 of them by now at the very least, but this one for some reason I remember. I don't know why. This is Teresa's Crochet Shop. It's a pack of 3. It's a regular shark, a hammerhead, and a whale shark. But anyway, I typically do this one out of Posh, but I went ahead and did this out of Big Twist Plush. Yeah, Plush. And I have it for $14. This is actually really, really quick. So I may make another one in like a lighter gray. I couldn't find it while I was making it, and then sure enough, after like I'm done, I found a lighter gray. But anyway, so 14. And then I made 2 more of these little dragons. This is a pattern here off of YouTube. Again, I can't remember their name, but I love this pattern. As soon as you get through the legs, everything else is basically worked in. I mean, these are surface crochet, surface, and surface, but the ears are worked in, and it's all just one piece. So this is super cute. This is one of those dino dots from Bernat baby blanket, and some pretty eyes. Got these out of a was it Saucy Puffin Crafts or something? She had a advent calendar eye box last year for Christmas, so I got that. So there's one dragon. $16 for that one. And then here's the other one. I love this blue. I actually just got this yarn not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago from Amazon. I've been wanting it so bad, and I was like, let's just make a dragon. So here's another one. What did I say again? Yeah, 16. And then we got 3 little sunflower turtles made out of Posh. I'm charging 18 for these. So here's just a neutral one. And then here is the pink one, the light pink. Whoop, hello, there we go. Light pink, so cute. And then the blue, very cute. I might make a green one. I'm not sure yet. These are really quick too, to be honest. I don't care, like, to make turtles. I don't mind making turtles at all. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they don't sell, but then I've only got a couple, so clearly they do. So I don't know what I'm thinking. Next are the Chunky Mon. Do I already have them? These are going to be put in like a little basket, so I'm not concerned about labeling them. Okay, so I've already got 2 in inventory. Yeah, so then I finished the 3 Pikachus. 3 little Pikachus. The one Eevee, very cute. This was loops and threads fur, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Looks like it's swelling, poor little Eevee. And then tree Gengars. I love Gengar. These, see, like these would be fun for just me to have like a set. But again, if I say, hey, I'm gonna be batch making a bunch of these, someone call me up, because it took everything, especially Pikachu. So Pikachu, you make the body, you make the ears and sew them on, but you have to do a color change, and then you have to do a color change. This is only 2 rounds, and then you color change in the yellow. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ends that you have to sew in for this one. This is all surface crocheted, so that's not really that bad, but that's 2 ends, right? A starting and a finishing. Then you have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And then Gengar, the mouth, so this, let's see. So you have the body, the tail is surface crocheted, surface, 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 the little horn, and then the 2 ears. Then you have the detail around the eyes, then the mouth. The mouth is 3 stripes of whatever white yarn you use, and then you do the embroidery for the teeth. It just, I don't know why, it was just so much, and now I took everything I had to finish it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little Pokemon. Next I have the minis that I finished, the little chickies with hats. So there's 2 of the lime green, I have 3 of the cute blue, 1 of this pretty peach color, look at this one, they're so cute. 3 of the hot pink, and 3 of the purple. I love this purple. Had to go give Willis water, good grief. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minis to add. Then I made this little cash cow from the Cozy Buckeye, finished it. I don't know how much I'm gonna charge for it yet. Maybe, let's do 14 on this guy. I think that's a fair price. I don't have, I need to add it to my inventory list, but I think I'm pretty certain that's the only cow that I have. So just one little lonely cash cow coming with me. And then the rest are the kittens. I'll show them to you, but I don't know, and you'll see here in a minute on my table when I take you over there. Sorry, I'm having a hard time breathing. Air must be really, really thick today. I don't know where I would put them as far as room goes, but anyway, let's go over the kittens. So this one I'd already had. This is a new one with the blue eyes, very cute. That's actually the same yarn. I'd already had this one, and it's a lot bigger. I was crocheting a lot tighter with this one. And well, here's this one, the black and white with some green eyes, cute, cute, cute. This is one I already had. This may just go in the discount bin. I was using one of those, who is it? Was it Bernat blanket that had the variegated yarn? I don't remember. And I was seeing how many I could get out of the cake. Well, this one, unfortunately, the coloring kind of looks like it has hair around the top. Like a bowl cut. Oh no, it's got a bowl cut. Anyway, poor thing, I'm over here roasting it with its bowl cut. Oh, so sad. I'd already had this one. This is a newer one. The speckle yarn, black speckle yarn with some yellow eyes. This is a newer one with the green eyes, cute, almost done. This one's so small for some reason, it's so tiny. Love that, green eyes, very cute. Here's another one from that same scheme that I was doing. You can kind of see too, this one is a little bit darker right here, and then right here it starts to get lighter. So very unfortunate for these guys. So they may go in the discount bin. I haven't fully decided yet, but yeah, that's kind of what that's looking like. And then this one with the blue eyes, and this one with some funky rainbow-ish eyes. These are also from the Saucy Puffins, the advent calendar thing that she did last year. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 kittens that, yeah, I think I'm gonna put them in mystery boxes. I may have to bring my other shelf out. Right now, I've only got one of my grid shelves out, the actual shelf that I made, so I may have to bring the other one out to put these somewhere. Right now, I don't have that, so maybe that's what I'll do, because then that'll give me some more height as well. I don't know. I'm going to finish, I guess I'm just gonna leave these here. I need to tag the cash cow and figure out what I'm doing. And then we'll come back and look at the mock setup mess that I got going on over here. I don't know if I'm gonna record that because man, this may take me a couple hours to figure everything out. I like to be as organized as possible before going to these events, and especially this one, since I'm going to be possibly alone at it, because I don't want to be thinking that early in the morning, to be honest. Like, I want a straightforward, this is where everything goes, this is how we're going to do it. So just makes it easier in the morning, you know, less things you got to be thinking about. So let me clean up a little bit, let me organize a little bit more, and then start on that, and I'll come check back in with you. When I told y'all that today, for some reason, is working against me, I absolutely meant it. I don't know if you can tell. Do you see this like yellow-ish color that we got going on here? Well, and it's right here too. How will stay away? You don't, no, go on, come on. Well, guess what? So I was setting up, getting everything ready. Ooh, still, it's candle wax. It's candle wax. I bumped into one of my stupid candles on a burner, or like a wax warmer, and yeah, so these 3 blankets are no mas, and okay. Okay, calm down, Megan. I'm not, if I want to be positive-ish, I'm not necessarily mad about this one or this one. This took a lot of work, right? We know how much it takes, but I've had this one for a while. Nobody seems to want it. I was actually going to just use it for myself. Okay, there. This one I am kind of mad about because I just finished it off, and I was going to, if it didn't sell, I was going to donate it. So can't do that now. And I'm not kidding you. I've had this for years. This one right here, years. And I just finished it earlier this year in a Wrapping Up Whips video. I finished it this year. Someone just asked me like a week ago, hey, do you still have this? Because I want it. And I was like, cool, great. And they were going to come see me at my event next weekend. It's ruined. This is just your reminder. Just be careful. Be mindful. Nothing else got ruined. It was just these. Like, it got nowhere else but here. And this one took the brunt of it. This one got, I think, the second and this one, not much, but I can absolutely, oh my God. I just, today, I don't know what it is with today. I really don't. Okay, so despite everything that has gone on this morning, I think that roughly this is gonna be the look. So I put little pins right here, and I did some measuring of where the 8x8 would be. So here is my blanket rack minus 3 blankets and purses and bags, little toddler bags. This I think is going to be the discount bin, which that entire thing is full of discount items. So I think I will take them maybe in one of these bags, like some of them, and then just refill as needed. I didn't feel like I needed to put those out right now. Yeah, look at this mess. I still have plenty that I haven't put out, but honestly, it's nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. So then we got this grid wall right up front, just full of random stuff. We got the 2 octos and the snakes right up front. This should be an easy grab. Hopefully, we'll see. I did end up putting up the second shelf. I initially only had this shelf out because I was like, I don't know what I need, but I have a lot more sitting or laying type of items, it turns out. So here is what I am bringing. And yeah, I'm going to bring the spider and the pumpkin and the Halloween clown bunny, because I mean, why not? You know, I know it's almost Christmas, but some people love that all year round. It's not just Christmas items. Actually, I think the only Christmas item that I really have is a few of these gingerbread men, and then like some of these koozies right here. Like, I'm fairly certain that's all the Christmas stuff that I actually have. But yeah, so we got these guys, and we got all these guys. This is just kind of a rough draft. I always like to put the turtles together just because. So I do have this open area, so that's where the mystery boxes are going to go, and then the sign's just going to be right here. So that's good. Here's my little mouse and book front and center. If I end up, you know, making a separate one with this color, then I'll use it instead. I don't know. Here's the minis, and I decided that I'm just putting the ducks in here. The ducks I was doing for $6, but you know what? Forget it. So I'm gonna mark all those as $5. and do the minis, but I'm going to change this, and I just want to do $5 each. I don't want to do this buy 4 get 1 free because I'm kind of running it. Well, maybe I will. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what my mood is closer to the actual event. Here's all my dumpster fires. I need to redo their little wooden sign thing that they had here. I think I'm going to do 8 for them. I think I was doing 10 or so, but they didn't really sell, so I'm going to do 8, I believe. And then this is actually hot pink. This looks red on camera. And here's all my pouches and my last little bitty mini zipper pouch. They're all for 10, so I want them front and center. I'm gonna redo this to where keychains, all my keychains are 6 still. Scrunchies are gonna be $1, and then these are gonna be $1. I just want them gone. I just get them out of here. Or I might make a little mini sign right there for them. And then here are my chunky ones, so I need to figure out a sign. Maybe I'll put that up on that sign as well. So I need to update a few signs, that is for sure. But I think this is really the look that I'm going to be going for. It's it's about as best as I can do right now. And I actually have, I think, 2 more blankets maybe that really just need to be the ends just woven in. So maybe if I can muster it, I'll get those done. But yeah, so I think I'll do that. Maybe add 2 more on here. I don't really know. I'm very kind of wore out right now. If you look, it is, oh, what time is that? Almost 12:30. Yeah, I kind of just sat on my phone and scrolled after ruining those blankets. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I need to put all of those guys in little mystery boxes and fix some signs. Oh, one second. They told us that we have to decorate for Christmas. So for my tablecloths, I got 3 of these tablecloths from Dollar Tree. I don't remember if I've already showed you this yet or not. And it turns out 1 will fit the 4-foot table, and then I'll double up on the 6-foot table with those. Then I have all of these. I have 4, I believe, of these. If I can get them. These little tinsel garland things. I mean, that's a pretty good size. So I don't know where I'm gonna put that yet, but I have, I think, 4 of those. And then I ended up getting 2 of these pretty little tinsel-esque bows. So I don't know where I'm going to put all these, but we do have to decorate for Christmas. So that is what will be on my table at some point. And now the real fun part of putting all of this back in all of these bags begins, and organizing to make sure that I'm ready to go for next week, because I don't want to do it for a 3rd time. So wish me luck. Hey babe, sorry it's late. It's 9:30 on Sunday the 23rd. So we're coming up really fast to this event, but I just kind of wanted to do a little check-in. I did finish the 2 anchors that I was making out of the Big Twist Posh, so I wanted to show you those real quick. Look at this cool lime green one, and this is like a, what would you call this? Like a forest green almost. It's got like a hint of blue in it. It's really pretty. And then I did some blue glitter disc eyes. Very nice. Love it. Sorry for the lighting. Can you, oh God, yeah. I have one of my laptops right here. So, ooh, pretty. I'm going to be selling these for $40 each. So that's one of them. And then here is the hot pink one. Ooh, pretty, with the peach underneath. And I did just some pink glitter disc eyes. I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do for the eyes, so I figured just some light pink ones. And here's the, with the computer on it. Ooh, so nice. So yeah, that's $40 each. I finished the little duck that I had, and I did this beak completely different. I just embroidered it instead of, typically I do like 3 half double crochets for the beak, but yeah, I just did a couple lines. I was like, forget it. So I did that. Sorry, my computer is about to die. Oh, it's on 30%. It's fine. What am I thinking? Okay, let's brighten that back up. And actually, I had an order come in today. Well, she wrote me a few days ago, but it's been hectic. I haven't been able to do anything. Like I told y'all, the blanket, you know, and I still haven't put my Christmas tree up, yada, yada, yada. And right now, by the time you're seeing this, you'll have already like seen that I'm doing Vlogmas. I'm uploading the intro video to Vlogmas saying that I'm going to do it. So I've got that going right now. But anyway, with all that to say, I haven't been checking Instagram as much. Like it's been a lot. Even Etsy, I've had a couple conversations going back and forth. it's just been a lot. I'm sorry. But so someone just bought this little kitty today. Very cute. So that'll be going, and they've already paid me. So that will be going to its new home tomorrow, hopefully. If not, it'll be going out on Tuesday. That's for sure. I don't want to hold it any longer than I have to. But today I was like, I need, because, okay, so I had 11 kitties. That's one of them, right? But I put the 2 that had like the, the chili bowl looking haircut on them. The way that the color pulled, I put those 2 into the discount bin because I didn't want to deal with that since they were just funny colors. But I made 2 backups already. So I have one again with the blue eyes, and then I just did one with yellow eyes. So now I have 10 for the mystery box and 2 for the discount bin. So that takes care of all the kitties for right now. And I feel okay with 10. Like there's only so much I can do because I also, somebody in my life just ordered 2 of the Scrappy Bears that I've done in the past. She just ordered 2 for her granddaughters. I have a Oklahoma Sooner blanket that I need to finish before Christmas. So I've got time, but it's like, I just keep adding on and I'm like, okay, there's only so much I can do before this coming Saturday and Sunday. Like right now it's Sunday the 23rd. I've really just got 4 days because, you know, Thursday is going to be Thanksgiving and blah, blah, blah. But technically everything that I really, really wanted to get done, I have done. But as far as little whips go, the only thing left that I've got at the moment are, oh my God, all of my ends are like combining together and wadding up. Look at that. Oh my God. But I have 6 little bees that I want to do as keychains. I want to put little keychains on them. So 2 really pale yellow and brown, and then just 3, and then 3 of the standard bee colors. So I want to get those done. And then right now I'm working on top of, you know, uploading that video, I'm going to be doing 2, probably 2 of the blue Stardew Valley chicken keychains. So just 2 of those with a little blue comb on the top or whatever. And then I don't know that I'm going to be making anything else for the market. I keep calling it market. Sorry, it's craft fair. I don't know that I'm going to be making anything else. I mean, other than I want to try, I'm going to go dig out the 2 bear blankets that I have, and I'm hoping one of the days this week I can finish a snowflake blanket that I have all the squares ready for. I just need to put the squares together, which that's really the easiest part because like the building is done, you know, I just need to put it together. So I'm hoping I can have those 3 complete. The bears are already done. I think they just need some ends woven in and blocking. Like they've been ready for months and I still haven't finished those. I don't know why. They're so cute. And probably by now, anybody that's watching this, sorry I shook the table. Anybody that's watching this probably doesn't know what I'm even talking about because it was earlier this year that I showed those. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to dig those 3 out because I mean, if it's gonna be a lot, I'm really, really stressed out since it's a 2-day event, an hour and a half away from my house by myself. It's from 10 to 4 from 9 to 4 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. I'm really, really stressed out about it, but also it's like, okay, I'm doing this. So if I'm going to do it, bring what you have because this is going to be the last of the year. And I mean, yeah, sure. I can post whatever else later that I have left, you know, on Etsy and stuff like that, just to see if anybody else would like to purchase them. But like this is the time. So if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. I'm just really stressed out. Everything's taken care of. I'm gonna tag these couple things right here, finish up these keychains at some point, which won't take long at all. I mean, honestly, this bee maybe I don't know, 5 minutes to do like the body part, and just gotta put eyes on and wings on, and then the keychain. That ain't gonna take another 10 minutes, but yeah, I just wanted to check in while I am finishing up some stuff, getting ready for the short work week and long weekend upcoming. I can't remember if it said that if I can take food and drink inside, and I really hope that I can. If not, I'm still gonna try. Like I'm just gonna try to sneak in at the bare minimum like a couple of waters and a couple packages of peanut butter crackers. Because if it's just me, that's going to be a long day and I'm not going to be able to leave. I don't think that they were the event coordinators that did the Keller market that I did just in October. I don't think that they have anybody come around to help you. Like at Depot Days, there was somebody there to help you. There's nobody for this one, so I'm really stressed out about it. But you know, people do this all the time. At least it's not outside. At least I don't have to do a tent. That is really good. I'm gonna be there as early as possible because I need to know what I'm dealing with, and if I can beat others there, then maybe I can set up like the main stuff and go use the restroom real quick and then come back and slowly take my time. You know, that's going to be the biggest part, is parking and getting stuff in there. It's going to take at least 2 trips to get in there, and that worries me too. I hope nobody tries to steal anything, but I know that that's just a risk I'm going to be taking. Not necessarily willingly, but that's where we are. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I always expect the worst and hope for the best. So I'm as prepared really as I'm gonna be. And if I don't get these goofy little bee keychains done, I don't get them done, right? So last one, I can't stress myself out too much. I'm trying to remind myself of that. But anyway, all right. Oh, but I've already put those into my inventory. I do need to tag them and like physically put them in the bags. But with these, not with the keychain stuff that's not finished, right? So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items finished. So that puts me at 371 pieces that I will be bringing, which is such a weird number. But as far as a total dollar amount, that'll be $3,313 to be brought with me. So, I mean, I really can't complain. And if I sold even half of that, to be honest, that would be wonderful. And I know that that's not really reality, but I mean, it might be. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, I guess. And I'm just stressed out about everything else. So I'm a little low on myself. Sorry that I've been kind of negative in this video. The stress is really getting to me, if you haven't noticed. All in all, though, it's only 1 more week. So we got this. I'm trying to tell myself, me to me, we got this, girl. Okay, as I drowned. Just want to let y'all know that I am here and I'm about to start unloading, and this is an absolute nightmare. The the way that they have this set up right now for incoming, you know, and all the vendor setups, it's not great. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's a nightmare and it's a little bit of a roller coaster, but I'm gonna get in there and get set up and we'll see what happens. Y'all wish me luck. I haven't even finished all my coffee yet. Oh my god. Alright, setup complete. Everybody else is still kind of slowly getting their stuff set up. Almost done. I think they just now opened the doors. It's like 9:02 right now. And I'm kind of warm, but I took my ever-loving time. I took up to the very final minute, and they're just now letting people in. So here's hoping for a good day. And setup really didn't take me as long as possible, or like, it didn't take me as long as I thought it might. But yeah, I've got some stuff to tell y'all about the organizing of this event. It was very chaotic, but you know what? It'll be all right, right? Stay tuned. Here we go. I didn't take a little outro clip, but I did take another one today, this morning. I took all of my inventory home with me. I was not about to leave it here. I left my tables and stuff here, but Wasn't about to leave that all here. Sunday today, it's from 10 to 4 today. Yesterday was from 9 to 4. I met a lovely subscriber yesterday. Thank you for coming. I'll go over everything after all of this is done. And real quick, I just want to say that if I had any nose hairs before this, they might be completely gone and burned off by now because there is an essential oil table directly across from me, and it is stout, at least right now. So, oh my God. So far, so good. Yesterday was really good. Just hoping for maybe the same results today. That way I don't have to take as much home. I came here with 5 bags of inventory. I went home last night with 4. So let's try, I'm hoping to get 1 more bag full completely gone. That would be really nice at the very least. If not, that's okay. That's less I gotta make, later going on, but it would be really, really nice to just get it out of my house so I can start making new things in 2026. But yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna go today since I don't know if this is a big church town or not, and it's Sunday. So we're opening at 10. It's like 10:02 now. I don't know, something like that. I haven't seen anybody come through the door yet. I'm kind of close to the front. But yeah, we'll see. And if not, maybe after church, maybe there'll be a little church rush or something. We don't know yet. It's my first year here. It's the fifth year that they've done this event. And I will say that it's a popular event, at least for vendors signing up, because their other events, this little coordination group, the other events did not sell out, but this one did within like the first 2 weeks that they posted it. So that makes me hopeful, and I'm not saying I did bad yesterday, but the booth fee in total for both days is $225, so I'm trying to keep that into account. And also it's a little bit over an hour drive for me to get here, so I'm kind of weighing everything. But we'll see how today goes, and hopefully if anybody saw anything yesterday that they wanted, they come back, get stuff. I don't know, that's what we all hope for anyway. But yeah, I did really good yesterday, all considering, and we'll see how today goes. So I'll check in whenever I get a chance. Also, and towards the end of the day yesterday, like after 1:45 to something like that, it started to really slow down, so I brought a little project with me. I didn't bring anything yesterday. Like what is wrong with me? You always bring a project with you because you never know how it's gonna go, and I did not. So this is gonna be a little baby Christmas cardigan, which I'll show of course everything in a upcoming Vlogmas video, since I have to finish it before Christmas. But maybe gonna put little snowflake buttons on it. How precious would that be? So anyway, I will check back in with y'all later. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you for sticking around to this part as we now go into talking about the results of this crazy 2-day craft show. It has been almost 2 weeks since said craft show, and I will say I will not be going back. That is 100%. There's no possibilities. I'm not going to go back. So if you remember, what was it? I think it was when I was unpacking my car for day 1 when I got there. For one, actually, sorry. To start with, I'm sorry for the low, down energy for the rest of this video. I was super stressed. I was tired. It's now been 2 weeks since said market, like I said, and all I've got left is a few commissions to do and a few more Vlogmas, Crochet-ish-mas videos to record. So I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more like me. But yeah, I just wanted to apologize for the low energy. And there's a few other videos within, Vlogmas and stuff that I've noticed myself when editing. I'm like, I'm not me, but I'm slowly coming back because all of the stress and stuff is finally woo. So with that, okay, the clip of me where I was unloading my car on day 1 and I mentioned that there was a lot of craziness going on. Okay, let's get into that first before we get into the not great results. To start, I had to get up at 5 o'clock, and I think I left at 5:30-ish to get there. Cool, great. I pull up, and on the front of the building where it was, there was only a few cars there, and I'm like, there's no way I'm one of the first there. It was I don't know, it started at 9. We could get there from 7 to 9 to set up. It was 6:45, 6:40 when I got there. So I'm not super early, right? So I was like, where is everybody? But anyway, regardless, I parked there on the front, and I waited until 7 to go to the door to go in. I wanted to see where I was at first before I started unloading, because I didn't want to bring a whole bunch of stuff with me if I had to walk around a lot. I just wanted to go see where I was at first. And as soon as I go in, one of the women the coordinators was like, oh, hey, where are you at? Are you in the main room, the hall, whatever? And I said, I'm in the main room. She said, okay, check-in's over that way. So I go into the main room and I look over that way. There's a little bit of a line. Okay, and some people had already brought their stuff with them. They had their carts and stuff. Okay, great. I keep going. There's this hallway that goes like a snake, full. Everybody is there, and they are parked on that side of the building. It was like a receiving dock. I had no idea. I'd never been here, right? So anyway, so I am standing there, just me, myself, and I, with nothing with me because I still wanted to get checked in first to figure out where I was at. Okay, great. But there are people that knew this already, right? So they would have been first in line. They'd already checked in, found their spot, and they were coming back out to go get, more stuff and come back in. So this hallway is like this, and we are just jammed in this long line on this side, and people are coming back out this way. We're going this way. But it's so difficult. I don't know if they could have done that better. They probably could have by letting us in the front. I'll get to that. But anyway, so it was a tight squeeze, right? Whatever, you work with what you got. But when I'm almost to the woman that is doing the check-in, for one, they're yelling at us. Good grief. Also, I'll get to that here in a minute. But I'm almost to the woman to check in myself, and a different one comes up and says, hey, do you think that y'all can swing around maybe this way along one of the walls? No, we can't do that because we cannot get around each other. And also the wall that you're talking about was like spots. There were spots labeled there. So what are you talking about swing around this way to make room for people coming back out to like go get more loads and stuff? No, there's no room to do it. And so like a lot of us were just like, what are you talking about? There's nowhere to go. We can't do that. And then so there's that, right? And then next, they are like yelling at us like we're kids. They are saying, if you ain't done this, you need to do this. You need to go here. Da, da, da. Drill sergeant to little kids. And I was not ready for that. They did not do that at Keller at all. They were the same organizing group that did the one in Keller for the fall festival. It was like a Halloween thing. I had to bring candy for all the kids and stuff like that. They weren't that way. It was also outside. We had randomly 12 by 12 booths. So whatever, but they didn't do that at all. This one, I was like, are you kidding me? You're talking to me like I'm 5. Like, absolutely not. But anyway, whatever. I got my stuff, or I got my spot. I went out and I got the first load, and they were saying, you cannot come in the front. You cannot come in the front. There was a little sign on the inside, whatever. We weren't supposed to load through the front. And everybody's like, why not? I don't know why we couldn't go through the front. There was plenty of things. They could have opened the doors. They could have put, I don't know. They could have had multiple people at both sides of, like at the front and at the back loading dock for people to come in. No clue why they wouldn't do it. It was ridiculous. But of course, some people did, right? So like they just kind of snuck around, and like I was one of them for a little bit. Snuck some of my stuff in because I'm right there up front. I'm parked right up front, whatever, and I was close. My spot, even though it was in the main room, I was close to the outside anyway. So whatever. I'm not gonna keep going around the entire building just for that. Like, you can forget it. But I did try to just stay low, be mindful. It was just me again, and blah blah blah. So moving on from that, I sat up. And, you can bring food either. You can bring food or drinks. Well, I brought 2 packages of peanut butter crackers with me and 2 big bottles of water both days. And then the second day I brought caffeine with me because, we could buy some from the concession stand from them, but I couldn't buy anything and it was just me. But if we had a dietary restriction, we could. Get out of here. Absolutely not. And then the last day, so people are breaking down after the second day, right? And blah, blah. They started breaking down like 30 minutes before it was done. And everybody, I think, had just had it by that point. And so people are going out the front. Forget it, right? We're done. Well, my second load was literally no bigger, for one, than my first load out. I had 2 loads when I was taking out to break down. It was no bigger than the first one. But it was also no bigger than anybody else's that was going out that door. But for some reason, when I'm getting to the edge, or like to the door to open it and go out, one of them yelled at me and said, "Ma'am, if you got another one, you need to go around." And I said, "I don't have another one, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much." Like, they were just talking to us so rudely. I can stand a lot of stuff, as in I can handle things pretty well, even when people are really rude to me. So the way that I literally just said it, you know, to you, talking to you, I didn't say it with that tone. I didn't. I was still, for the most part, respectful, but I was like, you're pushing it, because I can take quite a bit. But if you just start getting incredibly disrespectful for no reason, and you start talking to all of us like that, yeah, I'm getting close to snapping. I really am. So we will not be doing that again. But okay, now let's get into the good stuff. And to start off with, I'm just gonna go ahead and start this off. On day one, I had a lovely subscriber come and see me. Thank you so much, Yaya, for driving almost about the same length that I did just to come see me and hang out. That was really fun to meet you. You took time out of your day to just come and say hi, to come meet me, and you bought stuff for me. You bought a beanie and a pouch for me. Like, thank you so much, and I hope that all of your grandkids loved all those snowballs. So I had bought, no, I hadn't bought, no. I had made snowballs last year, like a whole bunch of them, and I think I mentioned it earlier in this video. And I was gonna take them, and like with a $20 purchase or something, I was gonna give away a free pack of snowballs just to give them. Well, she had told me that she had a bunch of grandkids, and I was like, please take all of these and let me know, like, I hope that they can have a fun indoor snowball fight or something. You know, nobody's gonna get hurt or nothing. And I hope that they have fun with it. So I gave her, like, basically all of those. I was like, please just take them. Your grandkids will probably love them. Like, I hope that they can have a fun little snowball fight, even if maybe we don't get snow this year, you know, because we're down in the South, down in Oklahoma and Texas, and we really don't get snow. We get some ice, but we really don't get snow. So I hope they love that. And thank you again just for taking the time to come hang out with me for a little bit. That was so incredibly nice of you, and I enjoyed every second of it. Thank you so much for coming and for supporting me too. You didn't have to buy nothing either, and you did. That meant the world. Thank you so much. And sorry also to the woman that wanted the American flag blanket, the COP American flag blanket that I ruined with candle wax. Sorry about that. She was gonna come out too, but unfortunately I ruined that. So, but meeting one subscriber is just, that just blew my mind. I was like, what? Girl, hey. So, all right, well, let's get into how did I do. So day one, I will say that day one was pretty good, but day two is where it completely fell flat overall. Like yeah. Anyway, so my very first sale, oddly enough, and I have a story with this one too. There was like a girl, she was 3 or 4. She had to have been 3 or 4. Like, she was no older than that because she wasn't really talking or nothing. So I think she was around 3. She came up with her mom and her dad walked off with another sibling to go look around, but her and her mom stayed and looked around. The very first thing that she like was attracted to were my snakes. Okay, so she had a snake with her, and she's still looking around. Her mom's like, "Is that what you want?" You know. Well, she put the snake down. Then she picked up the spider. I had one spider left. She picked up a spider. Okay, so then she's looking around and stuff, and she put that down too. She saw a couple other smaller things, I think, that were in the discount bin because it was further down on the ground, right? It was closer to her. I think she picked up a ghost and a chicken, and then she put those down, and her mom was like, okay, all right, like, what do you see that you really like? So she picked her up, and she started scanning it. Guess what she picked? She picked the black Halloween bunny that I had. The black, what was it? Billy the Clown? The bunny, the black one. And that's what her parents bought her, was that. That was my very first sale, and it was to a 3-year-old. Can you believe that? How awesome is that? I mean, she is just gonna be a cool little girl. She went for the snake first, then she went for a spider, then she went for a ghost, and then she went for the money ticket, the black bunny. I hope she loves that. I hope they keep that in good condition for a long time, because that thing was super cool looking. But like, that is so cool that is what she wanted. As soon as her mom picked her up to where she could see everything else, she's like, boom, that. So that was my very first sale, and I sold it, what was it, like $50? I think it was like $50, something like that. Yeah, it was $50. And I could not believe that. That was absolutely wild. So let's see. What do I want to start with? How about, what do I want to start with? I've been talking for 15 minutes almost. I think I'm gonna go with, let's go over the top piece sellers. So we'll do the top piece sellers first, then the top dollar sellers, and then I'll go over the money like in total. So coming in at number 5, we'll do the top 5, were my keychains. I sold those for $6 each, and I sold 5 of those. Number 4 were my mystery kittens. I sold them for $10 each, and I sold 7 of those, so that's cool. Number 3, which really, it shocked me. Maybe not, because it was my scrunchies. I dropped them down to $1 each just because I've had them for a while, and I'm like, just get them out of here. The scrunchies and koozies were $1 each, but I dropped those down to $1, and I sold 10 of them. I was like, that's really strange, because they even at $2, nothing. And it's like this one, so it must have been for, you know, like stocking stuffers and stuff. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so I sold 10 of my scrunchies for $1 each. And then number 2 were my minis. I sold them they were selling for $5 each, and I sold 23 of those, so that's good. I'm almost completely out of minis. I can't remember, I think I have less than 20 left, if that's right. Maybe something close to that. I think I have very, very few minis left. But, and of course, coming in, at number 1 is my discount bin items. They were all selling for $4 each. I sold 45 of those. And yes, a lot of them should have been way more. But I was like, get them out of my house. And oddly enough, I feel like kicking myself for this, because those chickens, remember me saying, I'm tired of having the chickens in my house. They don't sell. They haven't sold hardly at any of my events since the very, very first one that I ever did an event at, that I made them for. So many people wanted those goofy chickens. So many. I don't know if I even have any left. If I do, it's only a couple, because everybody was picking up the dang chickens. They were like, oh, chicken is so cute. I'm like, so I should have left those at like 6 or 8. Can you imagine when you hear like the total or whatever, you're going to be like, dang. And I am too, of like, what could I have made if I was just selling the chickens outright at normal price? But regardless, they're gone, or most of them are gone. So that makes room to make more stuff and better stuff that I like. And I'm not going to be like, I'm sick of looking at these, you know? But yeah, that was the top piece sellers. So now let's get into the top dollar sellers. Coming in at number 5 were my Granny Square flower bags. I sold all 3 of those that I had, and they were 25 each, so that's good. And I have 2 sets of Granny Squares ready to be made into a bag. So I can make those, you know, just whenever. They're just in a huge whip container that I have, but I do have at least 2 sets of squares for more bags next. So I would definitely be making more of those, because all of them sold this year. That's great. I'm glad that they've all went to a new home from all of these events. Coming in at number 4 was the If You Give a Mouse a Cookie book and mouse combo. Sold that for $35. Very excited about that. And then for number 3, I ended up selling both of my bear blankets. I brought both of them, the green and the yellow. You know, the last minute thing, I sold both of them to the same woman. I sold them each for $40 each. And with her, she was buying them because her daughter was pregnant with twins. So I was like, oh, that is so fun. So I'm so glad that I made those, well, like, finish them, right? And that I brought them out. That was perfect timing. I'm so happy for them, and glad that they're going to a new home. So that is great. Just some more whips, get them out of here, because I've had them again for like a year, or coming up to a year, you know, and all I had to do was weave in the ends and block it a little bit. Like, I'd done all the hard work, but I didn't finish it. So I'm glad that I did. Coming in at number 2 was the Billy the Clown, the bunnies, which was the first sale. I sold it for $50. I still cannot get over that was my first sale, and it was to like a 3 or 4 year old. That is just so cool. I mean, she is gonna be such a cool person when she grows up. That made me smile. And then coming in at number 1 was the black, blue, and white diamond Granny Square blanket that I had made. I made it earlier this year too, and I think a Wrapping Up Whips video, I believe. and I sold that for $65. It was time for it to go. I did like it. It was huge. It's the biggest one that I had like readily available and stuff like that. But I was just ready for it to go, and the color changes on that wore me out. I don't think I'm gonna be making another one. It was easy. It wasn't terrible, and it was easy to hide like all of the ends and all the floats and stuff. She explained it really well, but oh my gosh, I just there's just some patterns where it really wears me out, and it can be some of the easiest things, like the Chonky-mon. For some reason, doing those it just drives me nuts. I don't know why. I'm not making those like ever again unless it's a set for me, and I kind of want to do a full set of all the ones that she's made just for me, but like not to sell. We're not gonna do that. For day one, card transactions were $681.44, with fees coming out to be $21.89. Cash was $276, and then Venmo was $22. So for a total that comes out to $957.55 for day one. So then on day two, the card transactions were $138.36, with fees being $4.94. Cash was $110, so that brought the total to $243.42 for day two. I mean, day two was like completely dead almost. And I was wondering if church or something was going to be a problem. And it opened at 10. People started coming, like actually getting there, it felt like. And there was a big rush for a little bit around 1-ish. But it was just not, it wasn't good. And then there was a couple other vendors that I chit-chatted with, and they're like, this wasn't anything like it was last year. And then, you know, you're kind of hearing going around like people saying, well, it's close to Christmas, you know, it's close to Christmas. And I'm like, yeah. And I feel like, again, I was kind of wondering about it. Is this too close to Christmas where either people have already bought certain things or they know something else that they're gonna get? You know, like I feel like that for me, it was a bad timing type of thing on my part. Because, you know, if it's for kids, well, you know, Santa's coming, they're not there to shop for kids necessarily, even though it's a craft show. And by craft show, I mean non-handmade craft stuff's quite you know, close to me on a lot of stuff. The one literally behind me was a cat litter scoop. I'm not joking. She had a whole big thing laid out and displayed to show something about this cat litter scoop. It's a craft show. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going back. But I feel like, at least for me, for toys and stuff, when it comes to that, and parents, they're like, oh, it's close to Christmas. You know, and it's like, well, so either they're going to get something small, or they've already got what they're going to get, or they know something else that they're going to get, and they're just going to completely go around it, which is unfortunate for me, right? So day one did really good, but then day two, just nothing. So, I mean, that comes out to a total of $1,200.97, but the booth fee was, I'm doing it right now, was $225. I bought a yellow Stanley cup. I happened to see it on day two. I got there. A lot of people left their stuff. I did not. The inventory, right? Overnight, I left my table and stuff, but I didn't leave my inventory. So I got there on day two around 9 o'clock, I believe, or 8:30, and hardly any of the other vendors were there because they just left their stuff. So I just kind of walked around for a little bit. You know, there wasn't anybody there, and I saw a yellow Stanley, so I went and got it. It was only $25. I went to a store to get drinks. That was $10. And then afterwards, I went to Brahms, and that was $2.91. So all in all, that came to $938.06. But if you divide that by 2 days, it was $469.03 that I made per day. But that's not accounting for the fact that it was 2 hours down there and back both days. So 4 hours worth of driving as well. I mean, this was just not worth it. It wasn't worth it. Sure, I got some stuff sold, got it out of my house, but this was not worth it. And it could have went way worse. It absolutely could have, but it's not what I was expecting for a 2-day event in Grapevine, Texas, that is highly populated, and they got some money down there. Also, it's the 5th annual like event for this. It's the 5th time that they've done it. This organizing group like advertises quite a bit. They were really on it. They're a big, semi-big coordination group, and that the event sold out literally within the first 2 weeks, like for vendors to apply and, you know, get selected and stuff like that. Sold out within the first 2 weeks. None of their other events sold out. They were sending emails constantly of like, hey, do you want to come to this event? Any chance? We got more spots and stuff. No, there was no option on this one at all. So I felt really, I just had higher hopes for it. It sucks to end out the, you know, year of craft shows and stuff with that kind of a show for 2 days. But hey, it is what it is. And now I get to relax for another year-ish, half a year at the very least, and get back on some whips. I'm gonna redo my craft room, gonna redo all of my yarn. I need to redo all of that. Oh my gosh, it is just in so many totes and containers. We got to redo the room, like I said, make a whole bunch of new cute things to sell. I'm gonna see if I can like hone it down on what I want to make for selling. I'm not really sure yet, like not so many different random things. And if I do, I'm gonna keep them to certain events. So like maybe if I wanted to just kind of do like a winery pop-up event, well, I'm gonna save certain things for that, and then certain like the toys, the plushies and stuff like that for the bigger events. So the only 2 events that I'm planning on for next year is the Peanut Festival and Depot Days that I did in October. They were back-to-back weekends, but if I only do those 2, and those have been really great for me, cool. And that's all I have to prepare for the entire year. And if I want to do anything extra, cool, I do something extra and kind of focus back on maybe my Etsy or like eBay or something like that. But anyway, so sadly it wasn't as great as what I was hoping it would be, but you know what? It could have been much worse. I got to meet a subscriber. I got to have a couple funny stories. I got to get yelled at like I was 7, because that was fun. That was honestly the worst part of it all. Like, I mean, outside of the money of not making nearly what, you know, I was expecting, like, them treating us that way was just, it's a no-go. So even though Keller that I did with him was really good, that's it. No, thank you. I'm an adult. We can speak, you know, respectfully to each other, not just yelling at each other. But anyway, so thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching all of my Vlogmases so far, or at least this one. I'll take just this one. If you haven't watched any of the other ones, that's totally fine. But if you haven't, hey, I'm doing Vlogmas, well, really Crochet-ish-mas. And I still can't say it, so I don't know why I decided to call it that, but hey, here we are. It's too late for it now. It's day 14. Regardless though, I hope that you and yours have had a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Bye.